It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Tre'Davious White.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might
taking it right down Broadway. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Allen gonna throw. This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 112 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 31 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Buffalo, 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5-6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Touchdown, Bills!
Gabriel Davis
From 4 yards out.
and the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And New York set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Throwing Jones.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Giants! Isaiah Hodgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harrell. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes it to Davis. The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the air, Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The Bills hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Allen again. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Knox enjoyed his first Pro Bowl season of a 4-year career in 2022, almost matching his career highs in yards and catches. That came after signing a 4-year extension with Buffalo, who expects him to keep making plays like that 1st down we just saw.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, he had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And this returnable for Hines.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Gabe Davis of the Bills offense set to get back to work.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend it and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw. Jones over the middle. It's complete.
Jones pass complete to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal. The Bills 4-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was supposed to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Allen. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Get out of here with a W offense.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson to return. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. With Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. On play action, Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return will stop right around the 25. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Gano's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me...
And that's caught inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Allen's throw is complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Flush to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for loss as he stops him behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
So here are the Bills to take over.
Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now it's Hines. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run again with Hines. And this time he is in. Naeem Hines, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now this one complete on the slant route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Jones. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Jamie Gillen down as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They got his man complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Allen now on 1st down.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys to scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Jamie Gillen down. He's been terrific so far.
Hines now on the return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Bills ready to take over.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently. Right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They run with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Campbell.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Third down.
To throw is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback.